Humor and failure go together. I found out yesterday I've been spelling the word separate wrong for about 30 years. That's disappointing right there. That's probably cost me some opportunities along the way. There's probably a job application just sitting out there somewhere. We're gonna keep this one separate from all the other applications.
I think it has something to do with vulnerability. When you're vulnerable, you're very human, okay? So when we see somebody fail and we laugh, we see ourselves in that person. Basically, we're like, oh, thank God it's not me this time.
My dad was my high school wrestling coach. He still watches tapes of me wrestling in high school and critiques them. I'm 48. What were you doing in this match? Look at you, you're laying there like a dead animal. What was wrong with you, son? I don't remember, Dad. I quit wrestling 28 years ago. You quit wrestling in the middle of this match. That's when you quit wrestling.
What's cool is that it wasn't just comedy, but it also came with a message. And a message about failure, and a message that everybody can relate to. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's not had to deal with failure at some point.
Failure stings, and it's always gonna sting. I hate to tell you that. But if it didn't mean anything to you, then it wouldn't sting. So it means something to you. Your job means something to you. So when something doesn't go right, it's gonna sting. Here's what I will tell you, your recovery time gets better. It gets a lot better.
I took a job as a busboy at Denny's. Yeah, I was a waiter before I went to college, and I came out busboy. If I would have gone to grad school, I think I could have made dishwasher. I really do. I went to West Point my first year of college. You know what that is? It's the United States Military Academy. I went for 1 year. You know, you're supposed to go for 4. I was what they called in the Army a quitter. I got yelled at every day. I got yelled at for not folding my t-shirts correctly. The Army places a lot of emphasis on folding clothing. I don't know what goes on the front line, but there must be some sort of t-shirt contest or something. They should recruit those kids that work at the Gap. I mean, they're folding stuff all the time. We're gonna make you a general, Trevor.
His show was awesome. It was hilarious. I loved how much he interacted with the audience. It wasn't just, you know, an hour of someone talking at you. He would change how he was interacting based on our responses and based on different stories or things that we added or information that we gave him, which was really fun.
Not only do you think that I can't read, you don't think that I know what a shirt is, okay? This happened yesterday. I put on my workout clothes and I did not work out. That's basically playing dress up. I might as well have put a cowboy outfit on because I didn't do any cowboy stuff either.
I thought it was really great the way that he just tells a bunch of stories. And then you can, from those stories, learn a lesson. And he was able to turn it into jokes. You're able to laugh about it and be like, oh yeah, that's me in that story. Like I do the exact same thing. So that's what I really liked about it.
If you're passionate about something, when you mess up or you make a mistake or you don't achieve a goal, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna have all those feelings. If you didn't have them, then you weren't gonna be passionate in the first place, okay? When that happens, just for a second, be like, you know what? This may not be the end here. This may not be the defining moment of my career. There may be something that happens here in the future that's a lot better. I'll get over this and I'll look back and I'll be able to laugh about it. And the reason you will be able to laugh about it is because you'll be onto something much bigger. Something much, much bigger.
So it was comedy, serious comedy, and I really liked that sandwich.
We had to learn how to handle objections. You know what that is? It's like, the guy says no, you gotta keep going, right? You gotta try to figure out a way why he said no. We had a 3-step process. It was determine, verify, handle. I was pretty good at the first 2. Determine. Jim, what is your main problem with my idea? Verify. So if I understand you correctly, you're saying you don't think that my product will appeal to your customer. Handle. Come on, man.
Then they blew the whistle, and Steve jumped 1.5 feet in the air. He grabbed me by my chin and my head. He threw me on the mat and proceeded to beat me, like beat me. When I say beat me, I don't mean he scored more points than me. He did that, but he physically beat me. It was like he beat me over the head with me. Come to find out, Steve was on the Olympic team in 1980. Nobody told me that. You guys remember what happened in 1980? We boycotted. We didn't go. And apparently, Steve was still upset about it, all right?
humor is actually a tool that you can use to deal with failure.
I really like the message component. That's one of the things that I think there's an opportunity whenever you've got that venue like that you can go out and actually entertain people, but also teach them some things. And especially the message he's talking about. It's not so much how you deal with your successes, it's how you deal with failure. And I love that message.
Failure makes you a better person, I promise you. It makes you more interesting, it makes you more vulnerable, it makes you tougher. Failure makes you a better person.
Not only does he provide a very energetic atmosphere, a lot of laughs, tears in your eyes, everybody's in a great spirit, but at the end of the day, he's got another message too. And it resonates, just as we spoke to earlier, about what we do day in and day out. We win, we lose, but we get up and we do it again.